Hey everybody, so today we are in Old Fort, North Carolina, and you can see the cool cabins behind us, hopefully. My big fat head's not in the way. But we are at the Mountain Gateway Museum. So let's go check this out. Follow us. That's where we are. You can see their hours there. I believe that's the museum itself. So we're gonna soon find out. We've never been here before, but it looked kind of cool.
Beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
My.
Little town of Old Fort. I don't know. It could be a river, a stream. I don't know. But pretty cool nonetheless.
Old towns tend to have their own waterways that are pretty ancient. And this is a historical town, so I'm sure this is it looks like ruins off to the side here.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll find out what it's all about. There's something I've never seen before. A railroad order hoop. Yeah, that kind of gives you an idea. And that was so that the train could receive messages without having to stop the train. Yeah, look at that. Woo. Then they have the little setups here.
That's adorbs.
I'm hoping I pronounce Swananoa Tunnel. And then this one's Jared's Tunnel. Andrews Geyser, which I hope to take a look at today. An Old Fort, 1950 to 1952.
It hasn't changed too much.
No. And they have a place at the polls coming in April. Now there's a image of the Andrews Geyser and the Round Knob Hotel from 1890. The hotel's no longer there as it burnt down from a spark from a passing locomotive, ignited the hotel and destroyed it. So I thought this noteworthy. Religious conflicts triggered the western migration of Mormons to Utah in the mid-19th century. Decades later, in the 1930s, nationwide economic depression, coupled by a terrible drought and dust storms, led to tens of thousands of families to pack their cars and head to California in the Dust Bowl migration. They have a little bit of a gift shop in here. Not too much of one.
Here's more.
Yeah.
Little samplings.
Yep. Yeah, that's a cool toaster, isn't it?
Yeah, and the trivet you'd pull out and keep on the base of the hearth. Same with that. Yeah. Set your pot up on. These guys, big long handles so you don't burn yourself.
They got this bear mounted up here. He's pretty awesome. With Steph-N-Lee in the background.
This is a nice second story.
Yeah, so they have a second floor, which has a lot of
that kind of stuff I love.
Yeah.
One of everything I love is in here. Fake food.
Yeah.
Crockery, cast iron. Yeah. Baskets.
Crockery.
Yes.
I know a lot of people that are full of crockery. There's a corn sheller. That's pretty awesome. Whiskey barrel pump. And we got the moonshine still. We should fire it up.
Yeah, it comes with its own protection though, honey.
Yes. That's the protection.
Here's a good old cider press.
Now there's some measuring bowls. You can measure quite a bit out of those.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Some really cool fake flowers, but they kind of look real.
Yeah. Flame azalea.
Deer tongue, that one's called.
White honeysuckle. Rhododendron maximus. And mountain laurel.
Yeah, which I always liked them. I always thought they had really pretty flowers.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And we got this really big water barrel. No water in it, of course, but.
So that, they just hollowed out a heck of a trunk of a tree.
Yeah.
Heck of a trunk of a tree. 1815.
1850 to 1920.
20.
And it was a cypress log. And then different natural remedies. So I know this one's pretty popular right now, mullein. People use the leaves of this plant to treat pulmonary ailments and to make poultices for skin irritation. Now, I thought this was, I did not know this. Blackberries, it says that this species of bramble has leaves, roots, and fruit that help ease diarrhea, fluid retention, inflammation, and sore throats. So that's new to me. So apparently we're gonna heal a lot of ailments with our video today, because this is another one that I didn't know. The peach, people use the leaves, flowers, bark, and seeds of the peach to treat skin irritation, cough, respiratory illness, constipation, and other ailments. Be eating your peaches, folks. This one I found a little funny, but tobacco. It said the leaves were used to treat insect bites and stings. Dried tobacco was used to promote sleep, soothe cough. I don't know, to me it makes me cough, but and increase urination. Today, tobacco is not considered a medicinal plant, but maybe it should be. And butterfly weed, I always thought the stuff was really pretty. And that was used to in teas to soothe diarrhea and cough. And then sassafras, people made the roots into a tea to treat pneumonia, whooping cough, and worms. They were also used in a blood tonic to reduce fatigue, build stamina, and strengthen the immune system. I don't want to get too lost in this stuff. I know that this is kind of stuff that I really enjoy learning about, but foxglove, if I'm not mistaken, they actually still use that to treat heart problems now. Of course, would be in a pill form, but
it does say.
Yeah, it's poisonous if eaten.
But the compound in its leaves were used to make tonics to treat heart problems,
yeah.
As well as how much white clover,
yeah,
when dried, can be smoked as an alternative to tobacco, or made into a tea to treat whooping cough.
Yeah, and now just think of your lawn at home when you have the companies come in killing all these plants so you can have pretty grass. This is the dandelion, wild ginger, ginseng, white pine. There's a lot of good uses for these plants. But then this is something noteworthy too. Patented medicines were a dangerous fad back in the day, and until passage of the Pure Food and Drug Act in 1906. I would say some of the patented medicines today are no better and are still snake oil. But you can see different ones here, like Coca-Cola, and it said that some of these medicines faded away, but products like Coca-Cola removed the dangerous ingredients and remarketed it as a non-medicinal product. And there's like Colgate Ribbon Dental Cream. I don't know. Crazy stuff. I thought it was kind of cool. They have picnic tables here, and there's a little tiny look of old fort. Not a big place by any stretch of the imagination. Now the first place we're going to look at is the Morgan Cabin, and it said that they raised 10 children in this log house built during the 1880s on a 40-acre farm near present-day Mud Cut Road south of Marion, North Carolina. So let's check out what they raised 10 kids in. Ooh.
Okay, this is one room, not even a second story. Oh yeah, it does, but it's probably outside. Oh no.
No, they have the steps blocked.
Yes, it did have a loft.
Yeah, which is probably where they slept.
Hearth, 2 big windows, 3 big windows.
Yeah. I know Steph-N-Lee loves these looms.
Looms
and the spinning wheel. Right down her alley. This one here is the step cabin.
They had 12 children and 45 grandchildren who visited often to this little house, and it was the Step family lived there until 1938.
Yeah, it says Mr. Step lived in the house until 1938 when he died at the age of 87. And it says that this used to actually stand in the Ebenezer community of McDowell County. So I thought this was kind of cool. Somebody made a little sign on their fireplace. Stephanie's gonna have a seat at the table.
Proportion wise,
Yeah.
I don't think I'm like I'm gonna sit at the kids' table.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it?
But these old doors, look at that ingenuity
Yeah.
in making that old door.
Now this one you can at least take a little look up here. We'll see what we can do anyhow. Yeah, there's a bed up there. Now I didn't ask because I didn't see it till just now, but it looks like they might do some sort of like presentations here. They have
A little bit of an amphitheater.
Yeah, it's kind of cold down here along the creek, and the little bridge over there. Pretty nice place.
Really nice.
Really quiet.
Yeah, sweet little town.
Just wanted to stop here real quick and show you this caboose that they have and the train station here in Old Fort. Now they also have the Old Fort train station and museum, but it doesn't seem to be open today. But Steph-N-Lee ran ahead of us. Oh, yep, not open. Not open.
No, but what a cute town.
Yeah, they have that really cool monument here.
The facades to each of the storefronts,
Yeah.
and it's very Western looking out here, I guess.
And you got Seeker Coffee, Blackberries Cafe.
There's definitely a renewal of this town. It's very beautiful. Very quiet.
It says Frontier Fort, early outpost against Indians used by General Rutherford, an expedition against the Cherokees, September 1776, stood nearby and gave name to this town. And up out there on that monument, it says Appalachian Indian Road. Now this, still here in Old Fort, by the way. This is called Davidson's Fort, and I know that they have like reenactments and stuff here. It's not open. I don't know when it opens. I couldn't find any kind of information online about it, other than
we know that there is an old fort here, and
yep,
they do have it set up like there would be reenactments. Now
I will say this, Smile, you're on camera. Due to the high cost of black powder, we no longer fire warning shots. So and there is a trail cam, so
it is under construction, which these old things are always being refurbished.
Right. But just wanted to show you that this is in the area.
We're right off the highway.
Yep.
It's kind of tricky to get to. You want to walk around the front, honey?
All right. I couldn't find any kind of hours or that kind of thing, so we're hoping not to get shot. But I don't think we will. It is a pretty cool looking place though.
We don't know the history of it completely.
Now, like I said, I mean, they have a website, but it didn't have any hours of operation. It didn't have really a lot of information at all. But I thought it worth noting. And like I said, it did say something about having like reenactment stuff here, so there is that. And we got Steph-N-Lee locked up. She's gonna stay here, and if you think I'm kidding, she's locked in there. But they do have some, looks like little buildings in there, stuff set up, so pretty cool. We'll have to try to find out when they're having one of their reenactments and show up here to check that out. But there you can see one of the signs, Davidson's Fort Historic Park, Relive History, and they have a davidsonsfort.com. Now, I also wanted to say, I don't care what the question is. Jesus is the answer. A little Civil War history here also. The Swannanoa Gap engagement, blockaded and defended. So to the right here, there was the Union General Alvin Gillum led 2 brigades to pass through Old Fort en route, with the Confederate Army led by General James Martin anticipated Gillum's movement and ordered all his forces in western North Carolina to the Gap. So they reached the Gap before Gillum did, and they cut down a few trees, made some other arrangements, and awaited their approach and repulsed them without any difficulty. The enemy spent 2 to 3 days at the Gap, but were unable to get through. Now, you see Stephanie's taking a nap in the sun. Sadly, the reason that we came here was for the Andrews Geyser, but it ain't geysing right now, is it? It's not geysing.
Not right now, but apparently this was a gift, a dedication to somebody that helped build this area up, this part of North Carolina up. And it has some unique things about it to be like monument in honor of a friend. So it was a man-made geyser.
My assumption is we're probably here too early in the year, so we'll have to probably come back during the summer.
They also have a dedication wall of the what are they called, the prisoners
Who worked on this?
who
Worked on the railroad.
worked on the railroad, and the memorial to all the ones that lost their life working on that railroad.
And it's quite breezy down in here. I don't know if you can see the trees swaying, but I'm sure you can hear the wind.
It's a beautiful cleared area specific for a family park. There's picnic tables, there's this geyser,
Yeah.
there's little monuments and memorials.
Yeah, this one here is speaking of being built in 1912 by George Fisher Baker of New York as a tribute to his friend Colonel Alexander Boyd Andrews of Raleigh, North Carolina. And this memorial here is for the incarcerated railroad workers who built the mountain division of the Western North Carolina Railroad. And it said about 3,000 African American men and a few hundred African American women, virtually all of them prisoners or former slaves, laid these tracks between 1875 and 1879. They also created 7 tunnels to get the mountain division of the Western North Carolina Railroad to the top of Old Fort Mountain. Some of those laborers had been convicted on false or flimsy evidence or sentenced to terms much longer than the crimes merited. They arrived at nearby Henry Station in crude boxcars, having been shipped like produce from North Carolina State Penitentiary in Raleigh. And then it also says that about 139 of these prisoners, perhaps closer to 300, died while working on the project. Now, I know you can't see it great, but up there on top of that hill is the railroad tracks, and they do snake through here. Actually, there's more over there on that hillside. And then the incarcerated railroad workers from the census records, they have everybody's name listed. And then they have this railroad tie in the concrete.
In the memorial.
Yeah, that's kind of
facing the railroad.
Yeah. So, we want to thank everybody for watching.
Coming out with us on this beautiful day.
This is a lot of fun, a lot of history, which is stuff that we love. If it's not an antique shop, it's somewhere that's
historical. It's something that there's a story to be heard. There's a family that you get enriched by seeing how other people lived in our heritage.
Right. And a lot of this history we were never taught in school, so I'm sure nobody else is being taught. So it's kind of cool to get out and actually learn it.
Boots on the ground.
Yep.
See these things for yourself. We don't try to tell everybody everything that we've learned while we're there.
No.
Because we value you guys
getting out and learning for yourself,
or looking it up yourself. Yeah.
So we want to thank everybody for watching. We appreciate all the new subscribers, and if you like this video and you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Hit the little bell to notify you the next time we post, which is almost every other day, and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. And until next time, have a Steph-N-Lee day.
Look at all the butterflies. Look
at all the butterflies, Stephanie says. Probably can't see them, but we're gonna see.
So many.
there has been a lot of butterflies today. Lots and lots of butterflies.